Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. My name is Drake, I am the Farming Aviator, and look at this beautiful corn. It is early summer. This corn is popping up nicely. You see it's coming in all nice and even right along the edge here and out in the middle. It has a nice stand to it, so that's what we like to see. I think we're going to have to try and get maybe one more round of fertilizer on here before it gets too big, if we have time. But, yeah, we'll see if we have time. Alright, let's get to it. So we have an exciting day today. As you can see, we got a second combine. We did just a really short lease on this just to help us out today because we have a bunch going on. So this is the Fendt Ideal Combine 90. As you can see, it's the big one. Let me go into here. As you can see here, 647 horsepower. Has a green bin, 17,000 liters. So it's nice and big. As you probably saw there, you saw some treats coming up here. We are borrowing this from one of our buddies. He has a 9620 RX that we're going to be using later today or tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow. Or in the next video you guys will see that. Because we just signed a lease to own on a new Borrego Paralink hoe drill and air cart. As you can see, I wanted to upgrade that. Our current what is it, the 9570 RT can pull that. It's 628 horsepower. That's why I went with all that horsepower, so we can pull bigger equipment. But we're going to be borrowing the 9620 RX just so you guys can see that. Our friend he is not using it right now. He's not doing any rotating crops right now, so he didn't need it, and he wanted to show it off in a video. So we're doing that. So we got the short-term lease on this. We're going to be running both of these today. Harvesting winter wheat first. That's our big field, and then we're going to be harvesting some canola after that. So they're both ready to go, and then we'll be planting soybeans. Trying to get that in. If I pull up this here. Also, soybeans the market's looking good. Same thing with the corn. Another 3 days maybe, and we'll be running all those crops to sell that. So you see, we're wheat here, and our canola here is ready to harvest. And we still got quite a few days to plant soybeans. We're trying to do this all in the next 2 days though, because today's super nice, tomorrow's going to be nice. Nice and good temperatures, and then after that, rain for probably 3 days. So we got to try and get all this done in the next 2 days. So let's get to it. So I decided to jump in the S790 first. For one, because I haven't run this. Super excited to run this. And two, this has the bigger grain bin, 22,000 liters. And we got to do all the outside edges first. I want to get that done. So we're going to be hopping in this and doing that. Decided just to hook this all up now, just because we're going across the street here. And yeah, we'll get this going right here. Let me get the harvest monitor down. Alright, there we go. Drop that down, make sure it's running good. All our numbers look good here. I'm gonna hop to the outside view so you guys can watch this. Let's see, we don't want straw swath on, we don't need that. And look at this, we got the advanced power cast tail system, so it's really spreading that out, so It helps once we go over that cultivating, or as we just seed right in this stuff, it spreads it out nice and even, so we don't have to worry about that bunching up, covering up crops. So that'll be nice too. Oh, this wheat's yielding good already, I can tell. So we may just do a section at a time, since this is yielding really good. And just do half or quarter of the outside, come around and get that other combine going. We're going to be jumping between equipment a lot. I'm just doing this by myself, so yeah, that's what we got going on. So we got this wheat field and then the canola field. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. Wheat's always a fun crop to do. Yield's pretty good. And just nice using the big draper head. End up refilling or unloading quite a bit, but that's okay. Back up here. Man, I'm really glad I invested the money in this S790. This thing is just fun with the tracks. It floats over the ground. We never really had a problem with the big duals on the other one floating over the ground. But the tracks are just nice. Don't have to worry about inflation, all that other stuff. It costs a little bit more, but it's nice being able to spend the money on that. Alright, I'm going to go here till we get filled up, and then probably just cut across the field down that way so we get a nice even section going, and we'll get started in that. We'll bring the Ideal combine out here and start working with that. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I got the worker going in the S790. We are in the Ideal 90. This is AGCO's harvester. This one has the fent markings on it. There's also the massive markings. They had this. This shop is starting to sell more AGCO. That's why we demoed the Challenger. Is it the 1050? Earlier this year, or last year. That was last year already. We demoed that, and that Challenger tractor was just awesome. So we got to lease this just for today, and help us with harvest day. I'd say so far I'm liking it. Ooh, we had a little bit of crop here that didn't make it. That's why you see the little bit different coloring. The harvester won't even pick it up. So I'm doing this outside edge here. The worker's going back and forth that way. I'm going to come all the way back around the field, the direction we just came from. And that'll give us a nice little spot, turn around and stuff. We're going to have to jump in the 8370 here in a second though and unload ourselves. Let's get this turned. And we'll go back all the way around. So this header, this draper on this combine, I think it's only a 40 foot. We got a 45 foot on the John Deere. So that's the bad part. They don't make quite as big as draper, but that's okay. This one harvests quite a bit of wheat. The yield's looking good on this harvester too, so I think we got everything set up correctly. Everything's looking good in the back here. You see it's nice and clean. Not seeing too much mess in there with the junk that comes with it. So yeah, so we're getting the outside edge done here, and then we'll probably start going across the north side of the field back and forth while the worker goes north-south. And we work our way through all of this, and then we'll move on to the next section. I like just doing sections at a time. It makes it easier for unloading into the Brent grain cart, and Just makes it a lot more efficient that way. So we'll still have to do the outside of this field on the other half, but yeah, this is just an easier way to do it. See, we're just about full here. Like I said, this one holds 17,100 liters. So that's another nice thing, is the big hopper bin in back. And there's no add-ons to this one. That's just the stock hopper bin that comes with it. So that's also super nice thing about this. Alright, just about full here. There we go. Put the auger out here. I'm going to go grab the 8370. Alright, so we're in the 8370. Our worker has just about a full grain tank already. So I decided just to unload him quick. And then we're going to load our combine and dump this into one of the trucks already. Go, put a little bit more. There we go. Not to get too close. So that's a thing about the big grain bin on the S790 is that once you do unload, it's going to fill this thing up quick. We got 17,000 liters in the Ideal also. So we're going to run over there and unload all that too. So this is going to fill up quickly. So you guys will see me switching between equipment quite a bit today. Not super realistic, but gotta do what we gotta do. Usually with the harvest in real life with these, you'd have 4 or 5 guys helping with the harvest. A couple guys running the truck, someone running the grain bin or the grain hopper right here. Someone in the 2 people in the combine. So, all right. You see the Ideal's over here. So I don't know if we're even gonna get this unloaded all the way, but that's all right. Go. We'll probably fill this thing up and go unload into the truck. Alright, so back in the Ideal, as you see, we barely got anything unloaded from here. We almost need 2 green carts going. I might have to talk to my buddy and see if we can get a second one over here. Same one that let us borrow the 9RX. I think he has an extra green cart. So we'll see if he can bring both of those. That would be awesome, because I know he has a big one too. So we'll see if he can come help us out, because we're going to be unloading a lot. Alright, so you see we already got this thing 80% full. We didn't get hardly anything unloaded. Hopefully we make it back to our trucks over there, and we'll unload into there and then continue going around. Like I said, I'm going to keep going across the north side, east-west, while the helper goes north-south, and then we'll knock this section out pretty quickly. So a different thing too is the monitor placement in this 9T. I kind of like it. It gives you a nice view out the right side here. You can see your draper edge pretty nicely. So that is a good thing about having these 2 monitors nice and low here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on where I'm going to. So that's pretty nice. And then that monitor up front is a little small, but you can still see it alright. I like the joystick on the AGCO combines too. So it's a pretty nice setup. Nice comfy seats, nice buddy seat here. So nice big alright, nice big cockpit here. Alright, well, I'm just going to drive over there and unload, and we'll see you guys in a little bit here. Alright guys, so we grabbed the 9RX from my buddy with the Elmer's grain cart, or grain auger wagon. This thing is 2,000 bushel, so it is big. I think our helper's about ready here, so we're just gonna pull up next to him, unload him, and then leave the grain cart, or auger wagon right there. So yeah, this is the 9RX. Pretty awesome. Oh yeah, you can see there he goes, he's ready to unload. Yeah, I might have to buy one of these. This thing is just amazing. I'm excited to seed with this thing. It's gonna be awesome. Pull up here. That's far enough. Yeah, just look at it. Nice thing I like about this 9RX is it's narrow. Articulating track there, so it can turn pretty sharp. This has a 38 or a 30-inch tracks on it, but it is beautiful. It just looks amazing. So we're gonna be running the grain cart with, I always see grain cart. It's more of an auger wagon. We're running the Elmer's Hallmaster with this on the 9RX, and then we'll be running the Brent on the 8370 RT. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Get this guy unloaded, and we'll get back in the Ideal and keep the harvest going. Alright, let's keep harvesting. I think I'm gonna get some time lapse for you guys. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, I jumped back into the Ideal. As you saw, I had 2 workers going there for a while. We're probably gonna have to, keep doing that just to get this field done. Because this wheat is yielding high. You can see our other worker there is already just about full. I'll just wait till he's full and I'll switch over and get him unloaded. I'm gonna start going north-south on this field though, just so we can get this done a little bit quicker, spend less time turning around on the ends there, and then this is kind of contoured to the edge of the field, so we'll get this knocked out, and we still have over half of the field left, so we're going to be harvesting for a while here. I was hoping to get both fields done today. We will see if we can do that. We may be burning the midnight oil. We'll see here. So far, I am liking this Ideal combine though. It is pretty nice. We may have to look into buying a second combine, just because a lot of times we are working these fields, trying to get them done in a day. 2 combines would be nice. I've been leasing 2 combines here just about every harvest, so yeah. We may have to look into that. We need to get our funds up though. We are going to be selling a lot of corn and soybeans here coming up in the next 4 days or so. So we'll see how much profit we make after that, and we'll see where that brings us. Alright. See our helper G, our other guy has a full grain tank. I'm going to flip around here, switch into the 9RX, and get him unloaded. Okay, so we have quite a few patches of wheat that didn't make it. Kind of interesting that that's happened. So there's one right over there too. Usually most of the field makes it. Alright, we're just going to pull under here and get him unloaded. We'll probably just park the tractor right there, so we can still get a good angle here. There we go. Alright, we'll keep going with this. So this little section shouldn't take too long. Another couple passes. Alright, so we just got our worker started in the Ideal. I got him going in a nice straight line, so he can go east to west now. And then I'm going to be getting this whole outside edge. So we got quite a bit to go. So yeah, we're probably going to be getting this outside edge, going all the way back around, and then getting another worker going in this combine. I want to hop into the S790 for a little bit though after running the AGCO, just so I can get a nice comparison. Like I said, on the AGCO, I like the screen placement. You got a lot to, although this view is pretty good, it's just a little bit different setup. It's nice. This one does have a little bit bigger draper head, 45 foot, so that is nice also, being able to get a little bit more, along with the bigger grain bin on back. This one has the 22,000 plus liter versus the 17,100 liter. So that's nice having this big grain bin on the back, especially when you yield or when you're harvesting a high yielding crop like wheat or corn. We'll be harvesting corn with this. I think for corn we'll probably just be running one harvester. So we got that looking. We got that to do in the fall, and then we'll be doing soybean harvest also. Yeah, we'll see if we need a second harvester with soybean harvest. I'm kind of thinking we probably won't, just because soybeans doesn't yield very high, and we'll knock it out pretty quick. So it depends on what the weather's like, all that kind of stuff. So, alright. I am going to get this field finished, and we'll probably just see you guys over in the canola field. Alright guys, so we are still in the wheat field, and it's getting pretty late. I guess 5:45, so not too bad. But we have a lot left. As you can see, this field's taking a while. So what that means for us, we're going to for sure finish this field today. And then we are going to probably seed this field and get this field seeded tomorrow. And then move on to the canola field. Because that field's not super big, and I want to for sure get soybeans in this field. And with that rain coming, I don't know if we'll be able to get that canola field harvested tomorrow and seed this one. So that's probably what's going to happen. We're going to use the 9RX and get this field seeded with soybeans tomorrow, and move on to the canola harvest after that. So hopefully we can get that canola harvested tomorrow. If not, it might be a few days. So yeah, just because we got that rain coming. So that's what we're looking at. Let's see, I'm going to flip this around, and we'll see what the forecast looks like. A new forecast should have just came out. Let's see here. Back going. Alright. So yeah, it's still showing nice all day tomorrow, but then Friday, 90% chance of rain, Saturday 80% chance, and Sunday 70% chance. So we can only plant, I think it's for 2 more days after today. Let's look here. After today, 3 more days. So that'd be one there, Friday and Saturday would be 2 and 3. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there. So that's what the plan is now, just because this field's taking so long. We got the Ideal combine going over there. I'm going to get a little more time-lapse footage for you guys, and we'll see you guys at the end of this field. Alright folks, well this is probably going to be the end of the video right here. We are just finishing up. As you see, we got this few more passes to get this wheat field finished up. We have a lot of wheat. I'm talking a lot. We look at our stores already. We have 444,000 liters, and we still got 2 trucks full. One of those auger wagons is just about full, so we're gonna have well over 500,000 liters of wheat to sell. So that'll bring in a nice payday, and then we'll have soybeans in this field. I think we're probably just gonna seed this field with soybeans and then harvest the canola, and then leave that field until next year, just because I don't think we're gonna have enough time. So in the next video, sorry guys, you'll see the new Borogo seeder we leased, pulled by the 9620RX we're borrowing, and we'll get this field seed of the soybeans, and then you guys will probably see the canola harvest, and then that'll be it for the summer until fall. So we got some spraying to do, but that won't be too much, and then it'll be fall harvest time. We got corn, and then we'll probably have soybeans in this field. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you guys liked it, and hit that subscribe. Follow my channel. That way I know how many of you guys are watching, and I'll put out some more videos. Alright, thanks again.